imagination. If we never had imagination, people like Walt Disney or Dr. Seuss would never have imagined all of their different characters that have now evolved into iconic characters. Walt just started out with a plain and simple mouse that we now know as Mickey Mouse. Imagination is truly the key to almost everything. If we were to not have imagination, then everybody would be the exact same and there wouldn't be a difference between two people. All of the buildings would be the exact same too. Albert Einstein once said, "Logic will get you from point A to B, however, imagination will take you anywhere." I believe this to be true because if you were to only focus on the logical part of life, then there would be no fun in the journey. But when you include imagination, it can open up a whole lot of doors for you, and it will create a fun and exciting journey. When I was younger, my mom used to read books to me, like the Dr. Seuss books. I would imagine that I was in those books, and I would help the characters in those books. This is what really persuaded me to imagine. I would imagine that I was a prince trying to save a princess from an evil dragon, or I was a race car driver trying to win that World Cup. In the summer, I would go to my church's VBS program to volunteer for younger kids, because the younger kids have the most open minds to almost everything you can throw at them. And I take advantage of that and teach them that it is always cool and exciting to imagine. At my church, we would give them scenarios in the Bible that would help them feel like they were actually there. One day it would be Jesus asking them questions, and the next it may be a king. I would always include the left out kids or kids that were not quite interested and change their mindset and teach them that imagining can change their mindset and teach them how to become more focused and more in tune to what is being said. This has always been and always will be fun for me and a good experience to help younger kids. Imagination left all the sadness behind for me and to others since I know I have been ignored and I know others have too, and invited me and others to a never-ending party that we were always allowed to join. This has always helped me in years to come. Now, in saying that, imagination is not just for kids. It is also for adults too. If the adults were to stop what they were doing for just 1 second and focus on what they could do or build if they imagined. Adults can also use imagination as an escape from their day-to-day life of just doing the same boring thing over and over again. Research finds that if you were to have an imagination like a kid, you will be able to be more focused, creative, and more hands-on. Everyone has the power to imagine, but in order to use this power, you must first try to imagine. We need to spread the word about imagination, and we need to help others imagine as well. So here's a challenge. I challenge you to help at least 5 people in the next week to help them understand or teach them about imagination. Those 5 people will spread to 10 people, and those people will spread to 20 people. And the numbers continue to double and double and double. So why do we need imagination? My name is Trey, Elliott, and this is my TED Talk.